Market update. Well, more jobs equals more spending equals higher inflation. That's right. Mortgage interest rates are at a 2-month high as unemployment has reached a 50-year low. So, to put that into proper understanding, right now nationwide we have 1,040,000 homes for sale. So the historical norm is approximately 2 million to 2.5 million. So we're over double the amount of homes that should be listed for sale right now, and we have half the supply. So in 2007, we had 4 million homes for sale. And this is all information according to the National Association of Realtors. So higher mortgage rates are likely here until unemployment goes up, which may cause the Fed to continue to raise rates. So understand, with low unemployment, record low unemployment, more people spend money. They're comfortable, they're confident that they have their jobs. And certainly with shelter being housing and cars and businesses and taking trips and vacation and motorcycles, you name it. People are spending more money. That's why inflation is just under 5%. And the Fed wants to get that number down to 2%. So most likely we are going to see a possible Fed increase. We've talked about that they might put it on pause, but if unemployment stays low, then spending will keep going up. So, how do we combat inflation? This is one of the only things that the Fed can do. So, right now, our market of inventory is very low at a time where children are getting out of school. People are starting to think about making a move. This is the time in Parkland and areas where people have families in West Broward and across the country where they make a move. So I haven't seen inventory pick up in the last few weeks like it usually does as we get closer to the June month when kids do get out of school. So right now we have 111 single family homes for sale in the city of Parkland. That's excluding the 55 plus community. Among those 111 homes that are sitting available for you to look at, 31 of them have been reduced in price. That's a 28% price reduction. So those homes are probably going to be reduced again to get a buyer to put an offer in, and they're certainly most likely going to get reduced to go under contract and close. So those 111 homes for sale, they've been on the market on average 57 days each. So that's down from last week, which is good news, but we still are seeing a lot of price reductions. People are still testing the market, and we probably will see that increase as we will get into a market where inventory could stay low. So just in the past 7 days alone, we have 17 new listings for sale in our city, 13 price reductions, 23 homes went under contract this week. That's phenomenal. 8 homes sold. The current median sales price is right around $1,140,500. So the mortgage interest rates, we have seen an uptick in rates, and we could see them go back to 7% by next week, as the 30-year rate right now, fixed rate, is at 6.9%. This is according to Mortgage News Daily. We use that site for the most up-to-date information on loans and the Treasury information. So the 30-year jumbo rate, and that's the rate, the jumbo rates are what Parkland buyers are typically getting into, with, prices being above $1 million right now in our city. That's at 6.55%. And the 15-year rate is at 6.25%. The 10-year Treasury has inched up to 3.67. So all of these figures, however you want to look at it, how does it affect the seller and how does it affect the buyer in this market? Well, as a seller, I believe that we are going to see more demand as we get into next month, as people get their kids out of schools, they think about moving, even with rates being higher. If you have to make a move, this is typically the time when people want to make moves for their families. So they're not inconvenienced. Their children get out of school. They want to put them into new schools and start the new year, and not go in the middle of the year. So you see more homes for sale, and the market does tend to go down towards the end of the year. And that's certainly indicative of how last year in 2022 ended in November and December. I think we had about 140 to 160 homes for sale. So right now, inventory's low. if you are thinking about making a move and you're a seller and you want to be a buyer, you're probably best to put your house on the market in the coming weeks because you will have less competition. Because I believe there will be less sellers in this market and more buyers, at least for the immediate to foreseeable future. As a buyer right now, your rate is higher. Yes, 6.5 to almost 7%. But there is still more inventory that we've had beyond the last 2 summers. Remember, we had last 2 summers ago. I mean, we had 40 to 60 homes for sale. So we're over double that. So yes, inventory is historically low pre-pandemic, but right now, in the last 2 years, inventory is actually higher. So you have to put things into proper perspective. So if you are a seller and you want to be a buyer, if it's here in Parkland, if it's South Florida, or maybe outside another state, you can really have your cake and eat it too by getting a great deal and selling your house for a high price to a very able and willing buyer who is going to pay a high mortgage interest rate. And then you're going to sell and move to another area where you will have a little bit more inventory to look at, and possibly maybe a little bit more inventory if it's outside of Parkland. And then you'll be able to take advantage of what we call a arm rate. So there's great programs. There's 5-year arms, 7-year arms, 10-year arms. You can take advantage of those programs and speak with your lender, and then you're able to refinance. Because once unemployment goes up, which it's going to, and once inflation comes down, the rates will come down. They will be in the 5% rate. And that could be a huge difference in just a point to 2 points. We could see a 2-point differential, which could be thousands of dollars per month for you and your family for their monthly housing payments. So I think this is good information for both selling and buying. If you want to reach out to us, I'd love to earn your business and trust. If you're watching this on a television screen, your computer monitor, you can go in the corner and click on the QR code with your phone and go to our website, My Parkland Home Value, and I will personally come out and give you an idea of what your home is worth. Go through our amazing marketing. And we have a couple open houses this weekend. We have one in Parkland Golf and Country Club, another one in Watercrest. So we are very active. We're here to earn your business and trust. We're getting closer to the kids getting out of school. So you really want to take advantage of maximizing the time to get your home ready for sale. We're here to do that for you. We do these videos every single week because we want to stay on top of the market for our clients, both buying and selling, renting, investing, as well as we want the public to be informed of what's going on in today's market. So please have a great weekend. We have one more week before Memorial Day weekend, which we're super excited. That's really the start of the summer selling season here in Parkland. So we're really excited after Memorial Day weekend to be, blazed and ready to, take on the market and help buyers and sellers, help them through this process. So I hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll see you next week for another market update here.